Business in the modern age often crosses over from face-to-face communication to digital communication. Emails, instant messaging apps, or video calls are all ways that companies can communicate with their colleagues. Even when they're in the same physical area, employees could be off doing something else as they send messages. Working from home is a challenge for a number of reasons, especially if you're self-employed. Aside from the obvious concerns like internet connectivity, equipment failure, and other breakdowns, there are a few other things that can make it hard to stay productive on your own. Working from home can be tough, but it can also be empowering. Telecommuters are more productive than their office-bound counterparts because they have much higher levels of autonomy and feel a greater sense of freedom and control. Potential means being able to see the possible outcomes or potential of your work down the road. Proactivity is taking the initiative and getting ahead of possible conflicts and problems. Instead of waiting for something to go wrong, you try to circumvent that error by addressing possible causes of friction ahead of time. Finally, productivity. Productivity as a team is different than as an individual. Having collegial efficacy, where the team is focused on the task at hand and knows what needs to be done to succeed, is imperative to working with long-distance teammates. Working digitally, it can feel that you are alone, and that might make it hard to get into the work mindset each day. One of the most rewarding benefits of being a member of a company is that you can be part of something greater than yourself and your individual projects. You can have that feeling whether you're in an office with physically present colleagues or working at your kitchen table and using Zoom for a data meeting. It's all in your mindset. Being on a long-distance team can make it easier to slack off on your duties. You need to be mindful of what your responsibilities are, what holds you back from getting work done, and what you can do to be as effective as possible. Creating a schedule and having strong communication skills will ensure that you and your team collaborate effectively. Taking stock of your personal work environment and what you can do to maximize your production and minimize your distractions will make you a great teammate no matter your location. Working long distance can make communication a nightmare. Honestly, there are so many methods and social networks to use, and depending on your audience, some methods work better than others. How you communicate matters as well. You may use emojis on Slack to talk to your teammates, but when you're communicating with a team leader or boss, emojis may be too gregarious. Know your audience and know the best method to reach them. Some people respond better to email than SMS, and you need to know which works the best to get the most out of your talks. When dealing with ethics, remember to focus on your team's goals, not your own. Aim to maintain objectivity and look for new ways to solve problems. With a common goal in mind, you'll be able to take on any challenge without letting your emotions get in the way. Even though you may have done a magnificent job on a very visual part of the project, it's key to building a team to make sure you don't try and take all the credit or steal the limelight from the overall project.